Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out if you enjoy the video. It really does help my channel, but more importantly, it circulates the video so that others that need to see the messages and hear the messages do get them. I want to remind you that it is a general reading. It's definitely going to completely resonate for some of you, but not all of you. So take what does resonate, that's yours. Leave the rest behind. Normally, moon reading is done with your rising sign, okay? But feel free to check your sun and your moon sign as well, because as it turns out, those seem to resonate sometimes for others as well. Now, this is a new moon in Scorpio, but it's also a super new moon, okay? And the key energies for this moon are going to be escape, outrageousness, sex, and awakenings. And Yasmin Boland says that, like they say on the radio, the hits just keep coming. This month, even before we go into the next eclipse season, we have the new moon in deep, dark Scorpio, closely aligned with the outrageous maverick planet Uranus. In other words, the skies are electric around the November new moon. If at the end of this year you feel like you're skidding towards the finishing line, that's why. So this will have been a very challenging year for many, thanks to all the jarring alignments, and we're nearly at the end of it, thank God. Because for a lot of us, it's been one of those years. So was last year. So all that remains is A, being grateful for all the good in your life, and B, asking yourself if you've learned the lessons that this year has been trying to teach you. And if you're feeling stuck, this new moon really does have your back. Being as close to Uranus as it is, it's going to be like electric shock therapy that rips off the old all of a sudden. And even a tad thoughtlessly. Sudden changes and turnarounds are possible now, so don't write off 2021 if it doesn't seem to be ending as you'd like it to. Instead, use the power surge of this lunation to make bold choices, decisions, and intentions. And as you might know, manifesting is not just about wishing, it's also about taking follow-up action. So think about what you can do to make your dreams become real. And with Uranus active now, ingenuity and individuality will be applauded. And do you need to stop judging someone? Maybe yourself. Print out a picture of someone you've judged and set it on your altar or a table. Light a pink candle and then visualize love coming from your heart chakra and enveloping them. Ask them for forgiveness. Okay, so I think that is everything. We're going to look at these cards here, the Moonology cards. We have, of course, the new moon. A new start is coming. Yay! We all like those. Who doesn't like a new start, especially if the year's been bad? And then we have emotions are running high. Supermoon. Yeah, the supermoon, it just, it's not a bigger moon, it's closer to the earth. And so it looks bigger and it's brighter, and it also has a much bigger effect on all of us. But it's a new moon. So it's about new beginnings. It's about exciting new ways, right? It's not like a super full moon or anything. That would be horrific. New moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. Okay, this could be a very interesting new moon for everybody. So let's get into doing the readings for the zodiac signs. Okay, Cancer, first of all, let's do a full moon in Aries recap for you before we go into your new moon. Now, this is the spread from your most recent full moon reading, okay? And the recap is something took place around the end of July's full moon for you that created a huge change. It was a shock to the system. Basically, it was a tower moment. And but it was protection for you. You just aren't aware of that yet, or you weren't aware of it. You have the protection card here, and that dates to October 29th. So if you're watching this after the 29th of October, you maybe have already received the information you needed to understand that that was a blessing in disguise, okay? It's bringing a realization to you that it was some kind of protection for you, and it's going to allow you to let go and move forward into the new beginning that's coming your way. Probably with your twin, because that showed up in the full moon reading as well, okay? So this is going to be something that you will be working through. It's not going to be something that comes to you and you go, oh, okay, next. You will need to emotionally move through this, because some of you have a lot of grief from that. And you need to get past that. So hopefully you've been able to work through that, and you are working through it and are open and available for whatever new beginning is coming your way at time of this new moon. Okay, so let's get into your new moon reading now. Okay, Cancer, now it's time for your new moon reading. But to begin with, I want to let you know what house this is in, okay? It's in your 5th house, and this is the house of fun. So after that full moon reading that you had a couple of weeks back, this is great news for you, right? Because that was pretty harsh what came in for you there. If you haven't seen that full moon reading, I recommend you watch it. I will be linking it toward the end of this video for you. It's time for you to have some fun, okay? The spirit is strongly suggesting that you get out and have some fun. Do the things you like to do, whatever that is. Make it about you, Cancer, okay? Now, it also can represent a time to have a restart as far as romance goes, okay? So this could be a new beginning in an old partnership. It could be a new beginning in a new partnership. But make sure you know exactly what you want, okay? Because as far as the law of attraction goes, you're not going to get what you want until you know exactly what it is that you want. So you have to kind of figure that out first, and then away you go. Okay, so now we're going to get some Queen of the Moon Oracle cards. I sure hope this is recording properly, because my camera timer is doing something it's never done before. Okay, first card out, card 43 breaks down to a 7. That is a very divine number, okay? You're being guided for sure. The blue moon, and it's the unexpected. And isn't it interesting that the card, the unexpected, shows up in the first place, which is exactly where the thunder moon showed up in your full moon reading, which was all about tower moment, right? Then you have card 10, which breaks down to a 1. It's about endings and new beginnings. Waxing gibbous 1, discernment. So far, it's going with your full moon reading. It's making a lot of sense. Card number 20 breaks down to a 2. So it's all about duality, partnerships, romantic or otherwise, okay? Waning gibbous 4, and it's beauty. And look at the face in the plants here. You definitely were headed for beauty in that full moon reading. Card number 9, again, is all about tying up loose ends, bringing things to a close so that you can end something and have the new beginning. First quarter moon, assessing. A little bit like realizing, isn't it? You realize something and then you assess it. And this is in the same position. I don't know if it's going to stay here yet or not, but it's in the same position that the realization card was in your full moon reading. So let's work on timing of these cards now. The unexpected stays put, okay? Because the blue moon is August 22nd. Interesting that your thunder moon, the change, the tower moment took place the end of July, around the end of July, because it was the full moon in July. Now you've got the unexpected around the end of August. So did it happen between the end of July and the end of August? Or did it start the end of July and finished the end of August? I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you. But the end of August, something took place that was unexpected for you, okay? And what it did is it caused you to assess things, because this is the next card. The first quarter moon is November 11th. But again, big gap, right? August 22nd to November 11th. There's a big gap there. But that being said, the protection card from your full moon was dated for October 29th. So it could be that towards the end of October, you start to realize what the protection was, and that's why you're assessing things, right? Because even November 4th and 5th was the new moon beginnings and the realization cards. So now you're assessing. That's so interesting how that plays out. Around the November 11th, you're going to be assessing all of that previous. Wow. Okay, so the next card out is the Waxing Gibbous one, Discernment, because this is November 12th. So this is only a day after the assessing that you use discernment. So it doesn't take you long to kind of figure things out for yourself here. And then the Waning Gibbous 4 moon, this is November 23rd, is when you realize the beauty of it all. This is another very cool reading for you, Cancer. I'm loving your full moon and your new moon readings. They are so deep, so cool, and so crystal clear. Okay, now we're going to get some Lunasomnia cards. Now I want to point out that if you click on the title of this video, it'll drop down the description box. The decks I'm using are listed there, as well as your extended link, okay? On top of the unexpected and the assessing card, you have the Hierophant. This is all about doing what's right. It could be doing what's right for you. It's about commitment. It's about fairness. It's about law, rules, integrity, you know, living life from a place of integrity. I think what this is saying is that I don't know why August 22nd, only you wouldn't understand the end of August, the unexpected, but the assessing that takes place November 11th. I think you start to see, you really are starting to see things because of the realization that comes to you on November 5th. You're really, and so there's no confusion. I'm going back and forth between the full moon reading and this one because they bleed into each other. And November 5th, around there, you're going to have a realization of what took place. And it's going to allow you to see that what was right for you is what took place. So interesting. Okay, so assessing and discernment. You have temperance. This is you coming to that realization that spirit had a hand in this, that it was destined, it was fated, it needed to go the way it went. And that allows you to use discernment in what's the word I'm looking for? I guess in assessing this, or in your perspective of it, right? Okay, now on top of discernment and beauty, wow, you have the sun. It's like I said in the full moon, it was a blessing in disguise, whatever it was, because it's allowing you to get to that place of total and complete happiness, bliss, whatever it is that you really wanted. Spirit was working on your behalf to take you there. And this is part of the realization and the assessment. You get that, you gain that understanding that this had to happen the way it did. And that maybe lets you or gives you that ability to let them off the hook. Because they had no choice but to play it out the way they played it out, whatever this is, because it was fated, destined. 8 of Cups. That's your overall energy, part of your overall energy for this reading. It's about letting go, walking away from this, letting it go. You're going to be able to do that with everything that's taking place here. The assessing, the discernment, all of that. It's going to make it that much easier for you to let go. Okay, now we're going to get some Gaia Oracle cards. Okay, on top of the Hierophant and Temperance, you've got card 33 is what it breaks down to. That is your evolvement and your growth, your evolution. Flame Tree, the start of something new. See, when all this takes place, it allows you to start something new. It allows you to have that new beginning and move forward in a direction that's right for you. Now, on top of Temperance and the Sun, you have card 9. We already went over that. It's about tying up loose ends so that you can bring something to a close and have a new beginning. A hidden gift, sadness, and ending a new beginning. This is that blessing in disguise from your full moon. It was a hidden gift. And yes, it created sadness. Yes, it created an ending, but it also created a new beginning. It opened you up for a new beginning. And based on what cards came out in your full moon, the new beginning is probably with your twin flame. I had to get a drink. And you probably can hear me swallow. That's okay. I'm human. Okay, so Island Time Wellness. This sits on top of the start of something new and the hidden gift card, okay? Heart with a key. Welcoming love. Oh my God, meeting the one. Open your heart. Getting together and perfect. This is what it was all about. You are coming together with the one. Like I said, we're talking about twin flame soulmate here, I'm sure. Okay, so now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. You got this exact card in the full moon. Not right for you at this time. See, this is in line with all of these cards here. The unexpected, the Hierophant, the start of something new, meeting the one, welcoming love. I feel like this is where you're headed for sure, but I don't think you're ready for it yet. You might still be in that grieving process that we spoke about in the full moon because of this situation. So this is where Spirit is wanting to take you when you're ready. And you will be ready fairly soon, Cancer, because by the sounds of it, with the cards that came out, you're gaining that understanding of what exactly took place and why it had to take place, which is mainly the reason, I think it's the main reason, that you weren't able to move through the grieving process, because you didn't understand why it took place. You were at a loss. Now you know why, and you're able to walk away and let it go. And as soon as you do, you will be healed. You will be ready for this new beginning. Because you have a great love headed your way, Cancer. 222. When I created this deck, I'd been seeing a bunch of different numbers quite frequently. So I wanted to know what they meant. I asked my guides. Whatever I was told went on the cards. So if you start seeing 222 from this point forward, this is what it means. You have a great love headed your way. This is your twin, Cancer. They're on their way in. Now, either this isn't right for you at this time because they're not ready for you, or you're not ready for them. But I feel you're not quite healed. You're just gaining an understanding as to why all of this had to take place. The end of July, maybe even the end of August, something else took place. I don't know for sure, only you know. But this needs to still heal a little bit, okay? Now, because of that, because of the healing, I'm going to get Heal Yourself. And Spirit is going to let you know where the healing needs to take place. Hopefully. Oh, soulmate. This is going to be different for all of you. Either this is healing around a soulmate, because whatever happened at the end of July was with your soulmate, because it wasn't the right timing for the two of you. Maybe that is your twin, but it wasn't the right time. So it had to come to an end. But as the two of you heal, it can come together, because the timing is here, but it's about healing at this point. Or for some of you, it's your soulmate that needs to heal right now. And that's what you're waiting on, okay? So now we're going to get a Soul's Journey card. abundance. You had the grief card last time. This time you have abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Yes, you can. And apparently you have done some work. You've done some healing, because now it's time for abundance. Yay! I'm happy for you. Okay, so let's get a very specific message for you from Spirit with the Motivation Manifesto deck. Spirit wants me to point something out here. This, a great love is headed your way, is right underneath a hidden gift. That is the hidden gift. This great love. Whoever this is that's headed your way. Okay, life is meant to be a vibrant, deeply felt, growing mosaic of long, meaningful moments. Wow, that's beautiful. That is very beautiful. And that is your message from Spirit. Now I want to ask your guides and Spirit just exactly what it is that you need to do to move forward, or what your soulmate needs to do to move forward, so that this can come together, so that this great love can get started. Okay? We're going to do that in the extended. So click on the title of this video to drop the description box down. The link is in there. Those of you that are going over, I'll see you over there. Those of you that are not, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.